there, and welcome to the Max Blitz. I'm David Reed along with Dylan Morgan. And over the next half hour, we're going to show you all the scores and highlights from across Texoma tonight.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, there's lots of big games to get to tonight. Whitesboro taking on Ponder with playoff implications. Sherman takes on Liberty. Ardmore plays Duncan. And we got the Boggy Bottom Bowl out in Atoka.
Oh, you can't miss that. But we begin in Lone Grove where the Longhorns and Pauls Valley Panthers have playoff implications of their own. Garrett Stringfellow is live out at that one and has more on tonight's game. Garrett?
Yeah, thanks, guys. I am still out here live in Lone Grove at Longhorn Stadium, where the Lone Grove Longhorns took on the Pauls Valley Panthers tonight in a game that turned out to be for the last playoff spot in the district. Which team would clinch their trip to the playoffs and which team's season would end tonight here in Lone Grove? Let's find out and take a look at the highlights. Tonight's game ball flown in via helicopter for senior night here in Lone Grove. Speaking of flying, senior Jackson McClenahan going to call his own number to start the game, and he takes off down the sideline for a huge gain early on for the Longhorns. Then it's McClenahan going to go to the air this time, looking for Demarion Jackson, who is going to leap, juggle, and make the catch on the sideline. That's going to set up Lone Grove's first touchdown. Then who else? It's McClenahan looking for Jackson again, who's going to make another circus catch. That's going to double the Longhorn lead, but the Panthers clawing back. Tanner Perry fakes the handoff, and he would not be denied as he dives in for the touchdown to cut the deficit in half for Pauls Valley. And this game was for a playoff spot, but it was such a playoff environment out here already. Such a great game. Lone Grove led for 2 touchdowns most of the way, but the Pauls Valley Panthers clawed their way back in with a 99-yard touchdown and a blocked punt, put themselves in position to tie the game late in the fourth, but the Longhorns sealed the deal with an interception. They win this one 35-28, and they are on their way to the playoffs. The Pauls Valley Panthers season ends tonight here in Lone Grove. In Lone Grove, Garrett Stringfellow, Sports 12.
All right, Garrett, great job out there. And, man, for the Lone Grove Longhorns, it was a great job as well. They knew going into that basically was a playoff game. And Pauls Valley put up quite the fight on the road, but the Longhorns made the big plays.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a great environment out there. And, you know, as you said, great win for the Longhorns and Coach Cole and that group moving on to another week here in November. Playoff bound. That's right. You know, another team that could be playoff bound as well, that's the Whitesboro Bearcats. They knew a couple weeks ago that they would have to win out to get into the playoffs, and they would have taken care of business so far. But they need one more win to make sure that they are in.
Go get it.
Big nights for the Bearcats began before the game with senior night as they were honored before kickoff. Now let's get to the action. Whitesboro bringing in Ponder. First quarter, Lions in the attack. They take to the air. Quarterback Tyson Price hits Case Peacock for the completion. He walks his way in for the game's first touchdown, and Ponder takes the 8-point lead after a 2-point conversion. But those Bearcats are good as they drive back down the field. Carter Sluter punches in the touchdown, and we got an 8-7 ball game. Second quarter, Ponder back on the attack. Lions trying to pass again, but Whitesboro's Max Parker is there to reap the rewards, snagging the pick 6 for the Bearcats, and after a 2-point conversion of their own, they lead 15-8. Following drive for the Lions now, they take to the passing game again, but Whitesboro has been watching some film. This time it's Brett Donaldson coming up with the INT. That puts Bearcats back into business, where they would follow up with the jet sweep out to Carter Sluter once again, and that is good for the touchdown. And Whitesboro takes the 23-8 lead, and after time ticks down in the first half, they go back to the air. Ponder does, but that's the no-fly zone. Sluter picking off the interception, and Whitesboro wins 47-14.
Wow. The Ardmore Tigers wrap up their season against the Duncan Demons. Tigers with the run game. Tyson Laster gets the toss, picks up a nice block, gets the open space down the sideline, down around midfield before he steps out of bounds. Duncan attempting a field goal here for the lead, but this one is blocked by Peyton Smith, and Jay-Sean Payne says, look what I found. He takes it up the field. Great return. Big play by the Ardmore special teams. Tigers go back to work on offense now. Krishan Loftus on the boot. Looking for Tyson Laster. He's got him, able to stay in bounds. Look at that, down the sideline for the touchdown. But Duncan gets the win on the last play of the game. Heartbreak for Ardmore tonight, 28-27. Coming up on the Max Blitz, Sherman takes on Liberty. Anna and Sulphur Springs playing for a district title. And, of course, Colgate and Atoka renew that Boggy Bottom Bowl.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Plus, the Pottsboro Cardinals try to fly high into the postseason as they take on Mount Vernon. You are watching the Max Blitz.
Well, welcome back to the Max Blitz. You know, we already know that the Pottsboro Cardinals are headed to the playoffs this year.
Yeah, that's right. And tonight they look to wrap up the 2 seed in their district with a big game against Mount Vernon.
Yeah, the Cardinals with the home field against the Tigers tonight. Game tied at 7. Pottsboro driving. Caden Humphrey on the keeper. That's going to be a first down for the Cardinals. He's finally brought down by a group of Mount Vernon defenders. Same drive, Major McBride on the carry, weaves in and out of traffic here, makes a great cut right there, spins the defender around, and off into the end zone he goes for the touchdown. 14-7 Cards. Matt Poe approves of that message. Mount Vernon responds. It's Witherspoon, the running back, on the sweep. He gets the corner and gets the end zone to tie it at 14. Pottsboro down 7 late in the second quarter. Major McBride takes it in for the touchdown, but Mount Vernon gets the win in this one, 45-38. It's the 111th edition of the Boggy Bottom Bowl. It's Colgate taking on Atoka in their season finale. Colgate's Tristan Trevathan gets it to Bryson Stowe on the misdirection play. Takes it up the sideline for a first down for Colgate. But here come the Atoka Wampus Cats. Peyton Pugh tosses it to Ezekiel Brooks. And he's got some room to pick up a first down for the Cats. Atoka again. Keyshawn Shields weaving in and out of defenders for Atoka. Another first down, and Atoka wins the Boggy Bottom Bowl. They beat their rivals from Colgate 21-0.
Sherman Bearcats finish up their season on the home field against Frisco Liberty. Senior night for the Bearcats as the captains walk up for the coin toss. Sherman with the ball first. Caleb Orr dropping back, finds a window to Micah Hunt, who shakes off a couple of hits, and that is in for a touchdown. Bearcats approve of that. Way we go to the second. Bearcats with the ball. Orr says, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Find Hunt for the second touchdown of the game. And still in the second we go. Orr eyeing down the field, finds Randy Nelson, who tells the defender to get off me. I am late for my date in the end zone. Takes it in for 6, and just like Coach Alleman drew it up on that one. Now we are in the third. Orr says, hey, let's turn it over to the run game. Gerkavian Hughes takes it up the gut to increase the Bearcats' lead, and Sherman wins this one 44-7, ending their season on a great note.
Oh, yeah.
The Anna Coyotes taking on Sulphur Springs for the district championship. Wildcats scored first in this one. Quarterback Brady Driver diving through the Coyote defense for the touchdown, but Anna would respond. Ziondre Williams fires back with a screen pass to Sean Steens, dances down the sideline for the first down. The Coyotes get a field goal on that drive. Then in the second quarter, Brady Driver hands it off to Malachi Rowland, dodging defenders for the first down. That put the Wildcats in position to score with this pass from Brady Driver out to Jackson Hyer into the end zone. But the Coyotes will respond once again with a touchdown of their own. Ziondre Williams hitting George Rogers for the score, and Anna wins the district 30-16.
Great win for them. You know, coming up next on the Max Blitz, Gainesville plays Crum with playoff implications there. Whitewright takes on Tioga, and we've got S&S meeting up with City View.
All that and the Plainview Indians travel to Sulphur to take on the Bulldogs. That's next on the Max Blitz.
Well, as we documented earlier in the show, Lone Grove and Pauls Valley were playing for the final playoff spot in the district, unless Plainview could upset Sulphur and create some tiebreaker chaos there.
Yeah, that's right. Plainview still hoping to move into playoff position, but they'd have to beat the 5th-ranked team in the state to do so. Sulphur already with the 2 seed in the district as they take on Plainview. Bulldogs on the ball. This pass goes out to Jet Runyon. He makes a nice catch. Look out, cameraman. That's a first down. Sulphur. Colton Cole now throwing the ball out to Maddox Mobley. We've heard that name a couple of times here. He's taken down by Plainview's Jet Price and Braden French after the first down. Second quarter now, Mobley finishing things off, running into the end zone. Bulldogs get a touchdown. Plainview driving, though. Settling for 3. Taylor Berdurka splits the uprights, but Sulphur wins this one 30-20. The Bulldogs are headed to the playoffs, and Plainview's season ends. The Tioga Bulldogs are already locked in as the 2 seed, finishing up the regular season with White on senior night. Tioga with the ball early. Hayden Hilliard hitting Gage Anderson to make it first and goal. The Bulldogs would score after that. White trying to answer. Colt Yancey firing over the middle, hitting Austin Bow. He fights for some extra yards on the first down, but Tioga is on the march to the playoffs for a reason. Hayden Hilliard with another pass. This bomb finds Austin Norwood. He pulls away from the defender and is gone for the touchdown. Tioga rolls 51-0.
Gainesville Leopards would make the playoffs if they could beat Crum tonight, and it's Gainesville senior night as well. Crum starting with it here, trying to take it up the middle, but Steven Zamora Zapata says, nope, not on my watch. Makes the big play there in the middle. Gainesville with it now. Cade Searcy going one way, nothing there. He's going to cut across the other way, and he's going to run a long way for this first down. He gets it as he steps out of bounds. Gainesville coming back here now. London Daniels, he's going to take it up the middle and score for Gainesville. Big Leopard touchdown there. Leopards not stopping there. It's going to be Daniels again with another carry up the middle. He'll get a touchdown. This one went back and forth all night, but Crum gets the win, so they advance 41-35, ending Gainesville's season. The S&S Rams finishing up their season at home against City View tonight. Second quarter, Deacon Mueller drops back for City View, looks around and finds Matthew Whiteside cutting across the field. Big pickup, nice run after the catch before he's brought down. That would lead to a touchdown. Later on, City View again, Mueller takes to the skies looking for Malachi Williams. And he's got it behind the defense and takes it in for another City View touchdown. Less than a minute to go in the half. Mueller hands it off to Keyshawn Perry. He fights off a few Rams. They force the fumble, but they allow him to get back on it. That kind of night, 54-0, City View with the win. Coming up next on the Max Blitz, lots of scores to go over, plus games from last night, including Denison trying to get into the playoffs against Poteet.
Yep, and the Kingston Redskins trying to go undefeated in district tonight against Marietta. That's next on the Max Blitz.
Well, welcome back to the Max Blitz. The Kingston Redskins have already wrapped up their district title.
Yep, and tonight they try to go undefeated in league play against Marietta.
Kingston travels over to Marietta for this one. Marietta on offense here. It gets tossed out to Edward Hill, who works his way to the outside and picks up some nice yardage for the Indians. But Kingston answers back when they get it. Blake Wise takes the draw up the middle, bounces off a couple of tacklers, and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Kingston out in front. Marietta's offense goes back to work, though. Delayed handoff to Adrian Ruida. He finds the room to get into the end zone there, but Kingston just too much in this one. 41-14. Kingston goes undefeated in district.
The Denison Yellow Jackets played last night. A win puts them in the playoffs against Poteet. Denison quarterback Ty Rhodes handing it off to Jalen Butler, and he's going to take that one all the way into the end zone for the Yellow Jacket touchdown to get things going. Denison coming back now with Rhodes, handing it off to Butler. He's going to take it up the middle this time for the Jacket touchdown, and you know what? When the formula seems to be working, go back to it. They hand it off to Butler again. He takes off down the field, breaks some tackles, gets loose, and that puts the Yellow Jackets in business with a first down. This time, it's the Denison defense making a play. Lathan Bailey blocking the kick. Gavin Robertson picks it up, takes it into the end zone for the Denison score, and the Jackets come out on top, 47-16. They are in the playoffs.
The Bells Panthers played the Leonard Tigers last night. Leonard with the ball here. Jacoby LeCook scrambles out and finds his man Ethan McCarthy. Nice pickup and a first down for the Tigers. Later in the drive, LeCook Going to take a deep shot, but that Bells secondary was back there waiting on it. Easton Helgren with the interception, and yeah, that's got them all fired up in Bells. Here come the Panthers now. Easton Branham hands the ball off to Bryson Thompson. He powers it in for the first touchdown of the game. Bells back on the move. Branham tosses back to Thompson again. They're going to try to pry the ball loose from his arms, but Thompson just keeps on grinding out yards. Big play for Bells. They're ringing the bell in Bells. How about that? Then they flip ends of the field in the second quarter. Branham delivers a nice ball to Helgren. He gets the pylon for the touchdown, 49-28. Bells ends the regular season with a win. The Salina Bobcats taking on Panther Creek for the district title last night. Salina with it early. Harrison Williams sprints up the middle, and he's gone. That's a touchdown. Put the Bobcats on the board. Here they come again. This time they give it to Logan Gutierrez. He takes it up the middle, and he is fast. There he goes all the way into the end zone for another Salina score. More Salina. Gutierrez on the carry again, working the middle, and then he just pops out of all the rubble there and skips into the end zone for the touchdown, rolls over the defender and scores. Later, Panther Creek on the move. They connect on the slant route. The ball pops loose, but sometimes things just bounce your way, Dylan. That's a Panther touchdown, and they win over Salina 31-27.
Let's check out those scoreboards, why don't we? We got Rains picking up the win over Bonham, 50-6.
Collinsville, they've already wrapped up the district championship. They win 61-7.
Then we got Callisburg falling on the road to Holiday, 48-20.
Aubrey had already won the district championship. They put the exclamation point on it with a win over Farmersville.
Got Lovejoy picking up a good win over Melissa. Now, the winner of this one is the district champ, so the Leopards are the champions while Melissa finishes second over in that district.
Liberty Ilo beats North Lamar 42-0. That eliminates the Panthers.
Got Paris picking up a great 31-0 shutout win over the Panthers, and they are third place in their district.
Brock ending Pilot point season 76-0.
Munster picking up a great win over Celeste, 35-7. The Hornets are second in their district now, while the Blue Devils fall to third.
Chisholm season ends tonight against Paul Pewitt, 42-8.
Now, Cooper had this thing wrapped up already, but they just wanted to put a bow on top of it, 53-0 over Bowles.
Era and Santo playing for pride. Santo wins this one 33-0.
Honeygrove getting shut out on the road. The Warriors fall 44-0, but they are already second in their district.
Lone Oak over House, 69-21.
St. Joe picking up the shutout win over Savoy, 52-0.
Tom Beaton wins 27-0.
Valley View falls 62-2. The Eagles are done for the year.
It was Wolf City over Rivercrest, 70-42. The Wolves are in.
Ada picking up a nice win over Broken Bow. The Cougars are second. Broken Bow done.
Durant season ends tonight at Del City, 43-10.
Davis picking up the win over Tisch, 50-8. Davis second in the district.
Dixon wins on their last game, 28-0.
Salisaw shutting out Medill, 27-0.
Antler season ends at home with a 26-6 loss against Heath.
Hugo, they are done for the year, but they will end things on a good note. 27-19 win over Valiant.
Allen over Mounds 22-12. That gives Allen a playoff berth.
Healton done for the year, and they finish with a loss 42-19 against Empire City.
Well, this is a district championship game, and it goes to Dewar.
Velma Alma already the district champs, but they win this one as well, 58-6 over Alex.
Wilson heads to the playoffs with a win.
Wynnewood done for the year, but they finish things with a 17-0 shutout victory over Wayne.
And Thackerville wins the district championship tonight, and we'll be right back.